Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid?
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Taking on Green Bay.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Like 20. What's that?
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
That's good.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
What's that?
Now it's gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's got it to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
180.
Goff throwing again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs.
We'll get this to about the 38.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Ready, red, side 33, yellow. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a 3rd and 6. Love now. Able to find his man, Kraft.
And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And it's taken in at the 9.
57-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun. Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
39 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. 20! Touchdown! Packers! Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Well. 180.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, 5. Here we go. 120.
From the gun, here's Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, lift.
Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This out quickly to Williams.
They're going to be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A 7-yard gain.
But Goff and Williams hook it up there for a Lions first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Out to the left here to Reed. So nothing doing there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw now. Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the set. Let's go. 10 black. Five, 97.
Following the interception, Love. That's taken in by Golden. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 68 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
At the 6-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Blue striker. Set, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This now a 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First down.
Value 3,
First
value
and
3.
10 at the 48-yard line.
By 20. Hey, 5.
Goff now to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Like 20.
Back to throw. Goff.
Now he'll take this and run. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
Now Love.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. 52 blue. Ready.
Love from the gun on third down. He'll try to pick it up himself. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 37-yard line.
Look, claws red. Drill green. Smash, smash. Check fury.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Down. Clock 40.
Working out of the gun. Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
6, 33, yellow. Red, yellow. Blue striker. Ready, ready.
Love. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
4-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yes, sir. Up. Like what? Hey, 5. What's that?
The final shot before break here. Goff. That one let go deep from Laporta. And that's caught inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Gain of 23 yards. And the Packers 1st down.
Shot. 17.
Love, they go play action now. Pass caught. That's Golden. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready. Set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
Drill green. Right. Right. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. And Love wants to shift things around.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Red. Cycle.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Hey, I got him, man. I got him. Hey, look. What?
Out of the gun. Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Off the play fake, Love. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Love now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is gone. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finding Williams once more, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught by Williams. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to be caught. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Lions 31, Packers 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On play action. Love to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Black Ultra. 6. Mega. Grill Green. 10.
Throwing. Love. That's taken in by Golden. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and get to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
Red, yellow.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Cut.
To throw now, here's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 22. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here.
Jack Campbell with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
41. Packers 26.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love back to it here after the pick 6. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Dobbs.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Red, cycle, red, green. Black, stop.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yellow, 22, green gap.
Here's Love. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
Red. 6, member. Dog red.
Love looking to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Black ultra. Set ready. Blue. Beetle blue. Red. Yellow. White. White. Light blue. Ready. Ready.
Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is caught. And he he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Blue stripe, red, cycle, grill green. Ready?
Now Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
33.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. Think over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Go tonight. Like 20. Hey, shell. 10. Shell. 10. Go, 12. Go.
Throwing now. Goff.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
The 25-yard line.
17. What?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he takes it in for the